Welcome to Cues and Views, first on the web for collecting English billiard cues. Now some cues have what we call lacquer on the butt. This is a way of protecting cues. It's like a polish. It keeps the cue from swelling and expanding and changing in shape in different heats and temperatures and conditions, weather conditions. So it helps if a cue has originally got lacquer on the butt, it will help the cue stay in its original condition. I recommend from a collecting point of view, never remove this lacquer. Keep it on the cue. It will maintain the cue for you, look after the cue. These cues are lacquered on the butt. I won't tell you in this piece which ones should be and which ones should be oil finished, because that would take hours. But what I will say is if you get a cue that's got the original lacquer on it and you're not intending to use it as a player, even if you personally don't like the feel of the lacquer in your hand, you feel that it's sticky even though it isn't, it makes your hands feel sweaty to use the cue, so you want to remove it, don't remove it. From a collecting point of view, to retain the value, strongly recommend you don't remove it. These are the ways of valuing an old cue. Now, other factors. The age of a cue. Now you may not know the age of a cue, even to approximate the age of a cue. Again, this is a difficult task. Walter Lindrum cues, Fred Davis cues, Joe Davis cues were made for many, many years, and the design of them didn't change much. But we can work it out from certain other factors. I won't go into that in this piece, but if you're in doubt and you want a rough approximation, I can never be precise. I can't tell you unless it says on the badge what year a cue was made. We can work out the first year that some cues could have been made from record billiard breaks that are on them. I'll give you an example of this. Joe Davis made his first 147 break in a live match. It was an exhibition match at Burroughs and Watts Hall. He made that in 1955. Now when people are describing Joe Davis cues as antique, and they've got the 147 record break on them, difficult to imagine that that could be a 100-year-old cue when he made the break in 1955. When did Joe Davis make the 146 break? 1950. So again, a 146 cue cannot be before 1950. Now the design of cues and the weight stamps on those cues, which often appear in machine splice form, is the same as other, often Peridot cues made of around the same time. And this helps us date other cues that are very similar in design. So knowing these dates of record breaks is very, very useful. And if you look on the Cues and Views website, if you use the search facility, you'll often find these breaks listed. Joe's breaks, because there were so many, because he was so commercially aware, there are so many of Joe's cues that help us date other cues.